Hey guys, how's it going? It's John here with Legatus Trading. I just wanted to make a quick video on Tradingview and exactly how to use it and set it up and exactly get it looking exactly how I have my screen. So what we're going to do is we're first off going to go to tradingview.com, and once you get to this site, it might look something like this. Go ahead and click the chart. If you do want to avoid all of the ads and so on, you can make an account. There's a free account that is really useful, and you could look into the other plans as well. But main thing that we want to go and do first is I like to F11 it and get it full screen. And then the second thing that I like to do is right click on the chart and change it to the dark theme. Now it's not mandatory, but it actually is a little easier on the eyes. And then the next thing that I like to do is go ahead and go to settings and change the candlesticks. So we have green for up, we'll change those two. But I actually like to, make them as bright as possible. And then the same thing goes for the red. And I basically just drag them up like that. And once we have that done, I actually like to make the wicks white. And you're going to see why in a second here. So we go ahead and change that. Now we can see our wicks are white and our candlesticks are nice and bright. Next thing that we like to do is go back into settings, go to your appearance, and turn off the grid lines by just moving this bar down to 0 here. I like to remove them so that they don't clash with my indicators. And once you've done that, you'd be able to see your chart there. And there's a few other things that you can do. You can change your volume bars to have a volume moving average, which can be helpful in showing you the average of all of the different volume candles that are showing there. You can change the colors there too, so they're a little bit more visible. So once you've done that, there's a few other things that you can do. You can see on the right here we have our level 1 information and our information on the company, like the summary and so on, and then obviously the headlines that you can look at there. But I just wanted to show you how you have a watch list on the right here, and whenever you do click on that watch list, it'll change to whichever stock you are looking at or security that you're looking at. So another thing that's cool is we're actually going to give you a link that you can import into your Tradingview, so you get all of the same watch lists that I have, and for futures trading that can be really helpful as well. And on the left here you can see this is where you get your tools, so obviously things like trend lines. One major thing that I like to do when I start with my trend lines is actually like to extend the right line. You can use the magnet tool in order to get an exact point on the low and be able to connect those. Another major thing is if you're just starting and you want to adjust your Fibonacci's, you can for instance, you'll see that they don't extend to the right either. I find that that's very, very helpful. You can also remove the background, and you can go ahead and add all of the other levels as well. Now there's a few other levels that I think are quite important, and you can take off, like you can say for this one at the bottom here, you can have the 1.886, and then for this one you can have the 0.886. I find that those are really, really helpful. The 0.414, another great Fibonacci level that you'll be able to use in the future. So with that being said, one other major thing that you'll be interested in is indicators. So for instance, you can add an indicator like so. Basically when you click the indicators and strategies, you can search any type of indicator. Now for instance, if you were to type in MACD, you will have all of the different custom made MACD indicators as well as the default MACD indicator. So there's a few indicators that I think are great to begin with as well, and this is the first one. So if we have CM underscore MACD underscore ULT underscore MTF, then we go ahead and throw that first one on there. So it's going to want you to log in or sign up. So once you log in to your free account or sign up, you'll be able to add those indicators. Now There's a few other indicators that I'd like to show you how to add as well. So we have the CM_MACD MTF. That's the lower indicator here. Now we also have a multi-time frame RSI. So you can see it's CM Ultimate RSI MTF, and it's very similar to the regular indicator. The only thing that's different is it actually plots another line on there that's a second time frame. So for instance, on this, I have it set to a 13 time period. So no matter what time frame I'm looking at, it will consistently show me the 13 minutes. So for instance, if I go to the 15-minute chart, you'll see how similar it is. It's almost identical. So even when I'm on the daily, you're still going to see how the 15-minute will respond. And then another one that I like to add is the VWAP Alerts V2. Now that's a really interesting indicator because it's a short-term intraday indicator that shows you the average price for all of the contracts or shares traded that day. And then another one that could be really useful for a revision to the mean trading is the moving average ribbon. So if we go ahead and these are some of the ones that I've favorited here, but the Madrid moving average ribbon by Abhijit is this indicator in the middle that plots multiple moving averages and gives you an idea of the overall range.